everyone. I want to talk a little something that happens to a lot of people. Actually, during the market crash, over about 58% of people in Florida happened to have one of these housing events, either a bankruptcy, foreclosure, deed in lieu, loan modifications. Oh, and we're going to talk short sales. I should add that to the list. Short sales. Okay. These items all have a major impact on your credit and when you are able to get another mortgage loan after that. So it's really important. Different loan types, whether VA, USDA, FHA, and conventional loans, have their rules and time frames with them. And those rules and time frames can also be offset by reestablishing credit after one of these events. But what I want to talk about, whether it's a 2-year, 3-year, or 4-year, or 7-year waiting period, I want you to talk to your loan originator and plan ahead. Talk to a lender, talk to a loan originator if you've had one of these events. Disclose it right away, because I want to talk to you about one of the little hidden features in it that has an impact on people. Okay, so a short sale, when you sell a house short of what you owe on it. So if you owe $200,000 on the house and you're selling the house for $180,000, your deficiency may be anywhere from not just the $20,000, but in the attorney's fees, all the closing costs associated with it. So you may owe $30,000 or $40,000. So you want to make sure, doing a short sale, you're working with a real estate attorney who's going to make sure your deficiency has been waived along with that short sale, that you're not going to owe that difference to that lender. Okay, so you want to watch that impact. So when that short sale happens, we know the date of the deed was transferred out of your name. So that's a good thing. If you do a loan modification where you had to modify the loan because you couldn't afford to make the payment anymore, or maybe you had a 10-year or a 15-year fixed rate mortgage, but you or your spouse lost your income, there was a medical event, something caused, or a market crash, maybe you purchased a home, got the loan, and you were counting on overtime, and now there's no longer overtime there, and you can't, so you had to remodify the loan, that loan modification. All these items, bankruptcy, foreclosure, deed in lieu, loan modification, short sales, they all have the same impact on your credit. They all count as a foreclosure. They all have that type of impact on you, that negative impact. So you want to, if any of these happen to you, you need to talk to your loan originator well in advance to make sure you make a plan and you know the time frames and the impact on your credit and your ability to get an FHA loan, a VA loan, or conventional loan, or even USDA. Okay, those waiting periods could be 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or even 7 years beyond these events. Okay, so you want to talk to your loan originator about that. Ask questions, get all your facts. So a foreclosure, a lot of times people get foreclosed on, or they've had a bankruptcy, whether a Chapter 7 or 13. There's different impacts with a Chapter 7 from a 13, okay? But if these events, a deed in lieu, foreclosure, or bankruptcy, especially the bankruptcy and foreclosure, when you have those events, the bankruptcy is the most hidden one in the foreclosure. What happens is you're foreclosed, say, on February 10th, 2015. Okay, and the same rule will apply for a bankruptcy if you have a bankruptcy with a house in it. Okay, so let's say you're foreclosed on that day. Okay, that deed, even though they foreclosed on you and the bank or the lender took over the house, you surrendered your house in the foreclosure, that deed is still in your name. Okay, deed. Okay, that deed is still in your name. All right, so what we want to do is we have to look at, see when the court, the judge issued a certificate of title, or that it was sold, that property was sold, and that deed came out of your name. What is that date where that deed actually physically transferred out of your name? It may not have been a foreclosure date. Oftentimes we see these 3 or 4 years out. Okay, so if that deed didn't come out of your name until March of 2018, for example, okay, your time frame to getting a loan starts here, not here. Okay, so it's really important to talk to your loan originator. Research that property you owned. Know when that deed came out of your name, because your clock to start your life over doesn't start till here. Not here, here. Okay? So bankruptcy, the rules are slightly different, but very, very similar to this. These are the hidden factors. So talk to your loan originator. Discuss the properties that you had in a bankruptcy, a foreclosure, and stuff like that. So when you do a deed in lieu, you know the date the deed was transferred out of your name. You know that transfer date. Okay? Transfer date. I'll put that on there so you all can see it. That transfer date. What is that transfer date? That's really important. Okay, know that date, because that's when your life starts over. When your loan modification is complete. Some loan modifications, sometimes the modification may take 2 years and then it reverts back and redoes. So you want to look at that. When's your start over date on that loan modification? Some are instant, some carry out further. They're different. Each have different factors. A short sale, we know that sale is complete, that deed is done, we know the date of that deed. Okay, so your clock starts immediately. Okay, short sales take longer than some of these. So there's a lot of stipulations, a lot of different things about them that we need to learn, that you need to see. So ask your loan originator how each one, what their underwriting guidelines are, what are your impacts going to be, and when you can start your life over. I hope that helped.